Republican Congressman Jim Jordan of Ohio, chairman of the House Judiciary Committee. Mr. Chairman, I mean, you see that headline,
Hey,
it's Politico. What do you think?
Yeah. No, I think Republicans are strongly behind our president. And frankly, I think it's been an amazing year of President Trump. You know, I always say we make this job too complicated. What did you tell the voters you were going to do when you ran for it?
Right.
If you get elected, go do what you said. No one does that better than President Trump. And so I mean, he said he cut taxes. He did. He said he'd get nuclear weapons away from Iran. He did. He said he would secure the border. He did. He said he'd get men out of women's sports. He did. And you can just keep going. So it's been an amazing year. I think there's strong support for President Trump. There was this vote yesterday, but I don't think in the House that this Obamacare thing is going to go really anywhere in the Senate.
Right. Right. And when you look at the 17 Republicans and you look at the legacy media and their coverage of this, they're trying to say that there's a big divide now within the party. I think it's just about the midterms, and these 17 Republicans needed to do what's right by their constituents. What do you think?
Well, I always say with Obamacare, I think you need to step back a second and remember what they told us years ago when they passed this thing. They said, if you like your plan, you can keep your plan. Like your doctor, keep your doctor. Premiums will go down. They were 0 for 3. None of that panned out. And so now the answer is to just extend the subsidy, the expanded subsidy to insurance companies as part of Obamacare. That makes no sense. Everyone knows Economics 101. If you want to bring down cost, you don't subsidize something, you give choice and competition. So if you were going to do something really short term on the subsidies, but then also do things with health savings accounts, with things with high deductible plans where you give real choice and competition to families out there, and so their premiums would go down, well, that's one thing. But that's not what this package is. So I think it's a bad package. That's why I didn't support it. I don't think it'll go anywhere in the Senate. Maybe we can do something like I described, which would be okay. But we'll have to just see as we move forward.
Mr. Chairman, I want to shift gears now to the big hearing you held this week. Republicans fighting for answers on the multi-billion-dollar fraud scheme in Minnesota. Now, witnesses blew the lid off the flagrant fraud in the state in a hearing, of course, that you led. It's clear there's a pattern of corruption. It's clear also it's not just limited to Minnesota. But you wouldn't know that from Democrats. They just wanted to point fingers when Republicans actually wanted answers.
Yeah, I mean, I think the real takeaway for me, particularly in Minnesota with this situation, was it wasn't just that they overlooked the fraud. It's they enabled it. They helped it along. Whistleblowers who came forward, they pushed back against them. Because this has been going on we heard from state representatives up there, this has been going on for years. And there was one situation where they actually shut down money going to this program, Feeding Our Future, where they were supposed to be giving meals to kids. They shut it down, then they restarted it a month later. And I asked her, why did they restart it right away when there was all these problems that people were starting to bring forward? And he said because there was a threat that they were going to be taken to court with the claim of racial discrimination. And so the oldest game in the book for the left, oldest game in the book, the left will tell a lie. Oh, we're feeding kids when they really weren't. Big media will report the lie. Oh, what a wonderful program. And then when you go tell the truth, they call you a racist. And that's exactly how it played out up here. And then you had the administration, who also, I think, benefited politically, because there was a situation where the Attorney General met with the leaders of this organization, and then a few weeks later, he gets all kinds of contributions to his campaign. So that's why we got to dig deeper, because I think it was widespread. I think it wasn't just overlooking it. They were pushing back on whistleblowers, and they were enabling and helping this stuff along.
Just about 30 seconds left, but we know that Vice President J.D. Vance announced a multi-state anti-fraud task force, and he also pointed out fraud allegations in your state of Ohio. What can you tell us, and what do you think about this task force?
I think it's a great idea, designating a specific person like a deputy attorney general who's focused on this. I think this is a continuation of the good program under President Trump, Elon Musk, the Doge effort. I think it's sort of a logical extension of that. And you have a point person in justice who's going to look at this and how it's happening, how it may be happening around the country. I'm 100% for it.
All right. Congressman, Mr. Chairman, Jim Jordan, thank you for taking the time on this Friday morning.
You bet, guys.
Good to see you.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.